Hey, we're continuing to talk about humility, walking humbly with our God from Micah 6:8 back in the Old Testament. How do we live that out? How do we do that? How do we do that humility thing? And today we're going to look at Philippians 2 verse 3. Paul says this, he says, "Do nothing from selfish ambition or conceit, but in humility count others more significant than yourselves." That is a great way to see humility, right? I consider everybody as better than me. And maybe not better, but more significant. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not the center of the universe. But what would happen if you walked around just talking about how great everybody else was, like how awesome they are at their job, and really looking for those good things. Say, man, you are really good. You're a great speaker, man. You're a really good teacher, man. You're great with people. You're so patient. You're so kind. What if we actually did that? Now, I'm not talking about false things, like just saying stuff just to be nice. But when you again, you shift your attitude away from being judgmental and looking for the bad things. But what if you're like, man, saying that person's great? What if you were known as that kind of person that, like, man, they just think everybody's awesome? Because that's a perspective that you have. That's a way that you're looking at it. And this is what he's kind of talking about. Like, when you start with everything, check your motives. Are you being selfish? Is it about you? Is it about your self-promotion? Is it about you being full of yourself and all of those things? Or are you looking at how God sees? And I think it's so important that you see how God sees others. He sees them as significant, and He sees you as significant. Right? He loves you. You are His child. You don't want to talk about significant. You want to talk about awesome. But that wasn't you. That was Him. You get to reap all the benefits of that. Eternal life, forgiveness, and all of those things are yours because of that. And so I really think it sort of frees us to have this mindset and to just go after everything that you do and check your motive and see, okay, Lord, am I trying to lift others up? Am I trying to help other people? Am I doing this because I think that someone else is significant, or is it because I think I'm significant and I want them to tell me by showing them they're significant that I'm significant? You see what I'm saying? It gets kind of twisted. God can help us with this. Follow through today, man. Go to Him. Say, God, search me. What are my motives? Why am I doing this? I want to do this for the right reason. Again, it's not going to be perfect. Let me just tell you, because if you did, you wouldn't do anything. Because you'd just be like, it'd have to be just so. But man, I think there's a lot of work to be done as far as what our motives are, where we're coming from, what do we want to see happen. And again, the biggest thing is that people would know Jesus, they would know His forgiveness, His love, and His mercy. There's no greater motivation than that. There's no greater goal for our lives and for everything that we do than to see that happen. And that's kind of at the heart of what it means to walk humbly with God, taking His lead, following Him in all that we do, all right? Hit the subscribe button and share this with somebody, and we will talk to you next time for another follow-through.